Here again with another Breaking Bad Season 1 episode review video. Join me on the journey of rewatching this amazing show, but if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Breaking Bad, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that's the case, you find out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Breaking Bad Season 1, Episode 2. The title of this episode is called The Cat's in the Bag. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. And if you're coming to this channel to watch a video about a cat in a bag, this is not a cat video. This is a Breaking Bad episode. So I apologize if you think I clickbaited you. I simply was putting the episode title as a tag for the video. But anyway, we have Walt finishing having sex with Skyler from the previous episode. And then Walt goes in the bathroom to put some water on his face, splash of water, because he's not feeling good because he has lung cancer and whatnot. And then we get a 12 hours earlier segment, and we have Walt destroying the tape that was inside the camcorder that he made for Walter Jr. and Skyler when he thought he was potentially going to get in trouble, potentially even die. And then we have Walt and Jesse get somebody to come to get the RV out of the ditch that it was in. And then Walt actually wants to park the RV at Jesse's house, but Jesse doesn't want to do that as he doesn't want to shit where he eats. The RV finally starts, and then we see that they've left a gas mask at the scene of the crime. Crazy 8 is actually still alive. And then we have Walt back in present time laying on the bathroom floor, completely naked because he went in the bathroom after he was busy, after he was done with Skyler. It's breakfast time at the White residence. Walt's talking about senior girls, and Walter Jr. mentions cleavage and training bra or something like that, push-up bra. And then Jesse calls and says he's freaking out because Crazy 8 is awake. And then Walt goes about something. We were happy with our phone service. Please don't call my residence again. After Walt and Walter Jr. leave, Skyler *69's the call and hears Jesse's answering machine messages by nose randomly. It's just ow. Did not do any cocaine before filming this video. I just all of a sudden have a nose itch today. This is my third take of this video. I didn't get very far, but it's tickling inside my nose, or my right nostril to be specific. Anyway, back at school, Walt is teaching his chemistry class, and then Walt hears a student ask the question of, is this going to be on the murder? And then Walt's like, and then he actually had heard, is this going to be on the midterm? So he's hearing things. And then we have Crazy 8 escaping out of the RV. And Walt is actually the one to see Crazy 8 on the road. And once he realizes that it's Walt, he takes off running and runs into a tree. The nose is tickling again. I'll try not to itch it or do something with it. So Walt puts him back into his Pontiac Aztek. Skyler searches the number that Jesse's number that called and finds out it belongs to Jesse Pinkman. And she's also able to go straight to his website. Walt's mad that Crazy 8 wandered down the street. Jesse tells Walt that Crazy 8 is one step higher than Emilio. And then Walt asks if Crazy 8 is a man of reason. Oh, God, that nose. I'm sorry. I did not do any cocaine, I swear. They have Crazy 8 in the basement. He's back up against a pole. And then Jesse goes and gets a bike lock to put around his neck and the pole. So he's kind of glued essentially to that pole. And then Walt tells Jesse their best course of action is to dissolve Emilio's body by chemicals. And then Walt flips a coin, and it's decided that Jesse will be the one to take care of Emilio's body with acid. And now the right nostril. What is going on here? I apologize. So Walt will have to take care of Crazy 8. He's going to have to kill him because he's alive now, and it doesn't look like he's going to die unless Walt or Jesse takes care of him. So Walt was going to suffocate Crazy 8, but now he, of course, is awake, and he wants water. So Walt gives Crazy 8 some water, a sandwich, a pail to do his duty or like doo-doo and poo-poo, or, go to the bathroom in, and some toilet paper, and I think some sanitizer. And then he goes back upstairs and actually rolls up a blunt and starts to smoke it. And Jesse gets home and sees that Walt is smoking weed. And it kind of makes him happy, like, oh, cool, Mr. White. But then he says, make it yourself at home, why don't you? Walt and Skyler find out that they're going to have a baby girl. And then Walt's like, this is exactly what I wanted. And then he gets sad when Skyler says, wait till she turns 16 and starts dating. Because obviously Walt's days are numbered and he's not going to make it even close to that long. He's got like 2 years probably left in him. So that makes him sad that he won't be there to see his daughter grow up. And then Skyler, during all this, actually has the nerve to question Walt about Jesse Pinkman. And he tells her that he sells him pot. It's the easiest way out of it. He sells me pot. And then right now, what I need for you to do is to climb down from out of my ass. Will you please just, for once, get off my ass? Skyler stops by Jesse Pinkman's place and tells Jesse that Walt told her everything. Now, keep in mind, Jesse had just pulled Emilio out of the RV, and he's laying at the bumper of his car currently. And Skyler's coming, Walt's told me everything. Her brother-in-law is a DEA agent. Do not sell marijuana to my husband again. And, she does not see Emilio's body. It's still wrapped up. But it was definitely a close call. Skyler being nosy as shit. I'm surprised she didn't. And then Skyler tells Jesse that he might want to consider a different line of work. So Jesse puts Emilio into the bathtub, puts the 2 guns from Emilio and Crazy 8 in the tub, and then pours the acid on all of it. And then Jesse questions Walt about Hank being in the DEA when he comes back to his house. Also tells him about Skyler stopping over. And then he also tells Walt about dragging Emilio up to the bathtub. And then Walt's like, you dragged him to the bathtub? And then we see that the acid goes through the tub and the ceiling, also goes through the wall, and is now all over the floor, and it's just disgusting. And Walt tells him something about those stupid plastic containers that I told you to buy. Yeah, so there's that. And then we have a young girl finding the gas mask out in the desert where they did their cook, and that's what ends this episode. So good stuff here. Spotlight characters, obviously, I'm going to give this one to Jesse as the male character, and still Skyler is dominating the female characters because we've only really got Marie and Skyler thus far. We didn't even get Maria and Hank in this episode, so those are the characters of the episode. Of course, Walt's amazing too, but he can't win it every time. So, I'm going to score it an 8.0 out of 10. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, why don't you Hulk smash that like button? Because after I'm done with Breaking Bad, which is obviously going to be a while, I'm going straight into Better Call Saul, which I did reviews of all the episodes of Season 6, but I want to do every single episode, and then I'll do reviews of Season 6 again just to have them redone. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are in this episode of The Cats in the Bag. What would you score it, and whom would be your male and female character of the episode? Any thoughts you'd like to give me? And then, of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return. And I'm in the Empire business.